I mentioned how many wars the government seems to be declaring at the moment as they flex their muscles leading into the election campaign, whether it's China, unions or big tech. It's old but trusted tactics by governments to show off their strength and leadership prior to an election. But one war may have ended today, and that's the war between Nationals leader Barnaby Joyce and the man he challenged and beat for the leadership this year, Michael McCormack. Now, you'll recall how Barnaby lost the leadership when he resigned over an allegation of harassment, which was later unproven. But while Michael McCormack ruled the roost, Barnaby was planning a comeback, as we know, and while he lost an initial challenge, he finally regained the Deputy Prime Ministership in June this year. It was the worst-kept secret that relations between the pair were at rock bottom until recently, it seems, certainly today. During question time this afternoon, Michael McCormack rose to his feet to ask one of those classic Dorothy Dixes in question time to a senior minister. The House instantly reacted when his question was delivered to his old foe.
The member for Riverina has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Deputy Prime Minister. Will the Deputy Prime Minister outline to the House how the Morrison-Joyce government continues...
The member for Riverina will resume his seat.
You can see on his face, you can see the irony. The crowd roared. The old boss was about to give his old underling a free kick.
The member for Riverina will recommence his question from the start.
Do I have to? My question is to the Deputy Prime Minister.
Do I have to? McCormack may have been joking there that to now ask a Dorothy Dixon of Barnaby was a bit of a come down, but ask he did, and Barnaby, watch how he reciprocated.
Will the Deputy Prime Minister outline to the House how the Morrison-Joyce government continues, and that's the key word, to deliver critical infrastructure, creating jobs and driving growth across the nation? Is the Deputy Prime Minister aware of any alternative policy approaches?
Well, Mr Speaker, I thank the honourable member for his question and note the great work that the minister, when there was Minister for Transport, like previous National Party ministers, Tim Fischer, Warren Truss has done in building nation-building infrastructure.
It left Barnaby a little bit tongue-tied there. The war seems to be well and truly over. After almost 2 weeks of name-calling and yelling and booing in the House, it's a welcome change to the usual hostility. We'll know for sure, of course, whether the bromance is deep and meaningful when and if Barnaby wanders down to Wagga Wagga during next year's campaigning to stand side by side with the member for Riverina. Now, that would be love.